All right, what's happening, world? Welcome to Shivers Corner Podcast once again. My guest for today is Mr. Bernard Goodrum. Welcome aboard, Bernard.
How you doing? How you doing? Pleasure to be here.
Glad to have you, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Congratulations on becoming the football coach for Griffin High.
Excited, man. Thank you.
If you would, just go into elaborate on some of the things that you have experienced along your journey and becoming the head coach of Griffin High. Some of your background.
Cool. Well, I'm from here. I'm from Griffin, Georgia.
Okay.
Born and raised here. I went to Spalding High School, graduated in 2008.
Okay.
I had an opportunity to go play football at Fort Valley. Graduated from Fort Valley in 2012. I got my degree in middle grades education. Okay. So I taught social studies and math at Kennedy Road Middle School. And I coached linebackers at Spalding High for 3 years, from 2012 to 14, so 3 seasons, from 12 to 14. Okay. In 15, I had an opportunity to go to Troy University under Neil Brown, and I was a part of a Trojan football team that went from 3-8 to 10-3, and they ended up having 3 back-to-back 10-win seasons. Okay. So I was at Troy University as a GA for 2 seasons. I worked with defensive line. I worked with weight room. I did secondary. I kind of was a jack of all trades a little bit. From there, I went to Colin in Mississippi. I coached linebackers there for 2 seasons. And then I was defense coordinator at Faulkner University in Montgomery, Alabama for 3 seasons.
Oh, wow. Okay.
My wife got tired of moving, so it was time to figure it out. So I went to Jones County in 2021. I was DB coach there, and I got an opportunity to be the head football coach at Best Academy in Atlanta, Georgia in 2022. And I was the head coach there for 3 seasons, and that led me all the way back home. So like a little bit of
welcome back.
Home. Yeah.
We most definitely glad to have you back home,
yes,
man.
Sir. Appreciate you.
So during that span at Spalding, were you coaching with Nick? Was you up on
Coach Day gave my first job, man.
Awesome.
He gave my first job. So my brother was a singer that year, and so I got an opportunity to coach my brother. Got an opportunity to coach Jackson over there. And,
Jack. What's up, Jack?
So I was with him in junior and senior year. Okay. And then man, that last year was kind of when we got everything rolling. We got a really good freshman class in. Those guys played well, and they kind of catapulted those guys to have a really good year. They made a run at it for like 2 or 3 seasons. They were really good.
That's awesome. That's good stuff, man. So what was the interview process like?
Cool. It was competitive. It was some really good coaches that wanted this job. I've always viewed this job as one of the best jobs in the state. It's not often that you walk into a building and you see all these NFL guys and all those gold footballs and the trophy case. So this is a really, really high profile job, high profile position, and a lot of good guys applied for it. The process was, I started off, obviously sending my stuff in to Travis Smith, my resume and all that good stuff, and from there I was selected for an interview. I did the interview before a panel of himself, a couple community members, a couple school board, members as well too. I was selected as a finalist, where I met with Miss Douglas. I met with a panel of kids, so it was about 6 to 8 kids that also came in. The kids asked some questions, and I met with Dr. Simmons as well too during that final interview. And then, they offered me a job, man. I was ecstatic. So,
What's your wife say when you came home and told the news, bro?
Man, listen, man. We live in Milner, so that drive from Milner to Atlanta was about an hour and a half on a good day. Okay. So being 15 minutes from the house, man, I can imagine, it gives you some good peace of mind,
That's awesome, man. Man, I heard through the grapevine, man, that Nick Davis, he kind of went to bat for you, man. He told a high-ranking administrator some great things about you, your coaching ability. He spoke on your character, your personality, and how great a fit you would be for the community. How does that feel to hear Coach Davis say great things about you?
Everything. That's my guy. That's my guy. That's my mentor. I met somebody who I talk to several times a week. Somebody who I talk to throughout my whole career. I don't think I've made a coaching move or a coaching change without talking with him. I think he's been a part of every coaching change and every team that I've been a part of. He's been a part of as well, trying to lead me and guide me. So for him to say those words, obviously it's a indictment of him too, because he gave me a job, you know, and a lot of what I am is a lot of what he is too. You know what I mean? So having him to go to bat for me is awesome.
That's good, man. Speaking of Coach Davis and some of the coaches over here at Griffin that have coached in the past and coached present, have you had an opportunity to talk to the former coach and Coach Fed?
Absolutely, man. I talked with Coach Fed when I was appointed the position. We talked for about an hour on the phone, and he talked about the kids, talked about the program, some things he did, some things that worked well. Did a great job in the building, and just kind of, I was telling him, man, the things that work really good, I want to keep doing those things. And then he actually came. He pulled up on us one day, and I think he had a dead week. I mean, he might be on spring break for like recruiting. Excuse me. And then he pulled up on us, man, and we talked in person, and we talked about logistics. So just locker room stuff, how he was organizing this, and different things that kind of, just making the transition a little bit easier.
So, in your experience, I know you was at Best Academy doing your thing. A lot of scrutiny surrounded Coach Fed during his time here. What's your take on some of the things that was kind of said about Fed, especially when it came to the G? Do you plan on keeping the G on the helmet?
Absolutely, man. We're gonna have the G on the helmet for sure. But I get the reason why, and I think if people kind of would have came in and kind of asked some more questions, they would have understood the reason why he didn't put the G on there. I think the interview you did with him, he was able to explain the reason why it wasn't on there. They'll be on there for us. As far as the scrutiny behind it, man, I think it's very hard to win football games. And I think that, people don't really understand what all goes into actually trying to put a good product on the field. And I think Coach Fed did a really good job while he was here. I think the discipline that he instilled in the building, the accountability with the kids, all of those great things, man, makes it easier for a guy like myself to walk into a really good situation.
All right, shout out to Coach Fed, man. Hope everything well out there, man.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about the present.
Yes, sir.
May 1st, we kicking off spring football. What are some of the things you're looking forward to when it comes to spring football, man?
April 30th will be our first day. I moved it up, so April 30th will be our first day. Man, I'm looking for competition, man. I just got done meeting with my offensive staff, and we were just talking about our culture and what the culture is going to be with me at the head. And I want to instill a culture of competition. I want those guys to go out and have healthy competition with each other.
That's right.
There's nothing wrong with being brothers, and I love you and all that great stuff, man. But in between those lines, man, the only way we get better is if we compete with each other.
There you go, Coach. That's right.
So I want to instill a really good culture of competition, and I'm looking forward to those guys competing for spots. I'm looking forward to those guys coming out with a whole new staff and them trying to make a name for themselves. Them not feeling entitled because of what happened in the past or how they played a year ago. I want those guys to come in and know, even new guys. You got a clean slate. You got a clean slate with us, man. We want to see what you got, what you can do, and we're gonna put the best guys out there.
So the spring game will be against Upson Lee this year,
Upson Lee, yes sir. Okay. Yes sir.
And that will be May 16th? May
16th. It'll be at 7 o'clock, and we'll be going to Thompson.
Okay.
To Upson Lee, yes sir.
Okay. Looking forward to being there with you.
Yes sir.
Have you identified some of the key players? I know you only been here a short amount of time.
Yes, sir.
Just looking at some film, talking to some of the coaches and stuff like that. Have you identified some of the key players?
I have, man. I have. But if I start naming names, I'm gonna forget somebody.
There you go.
But it's a lot of guys that have been putting in some really good work. I've been really impressed with our 4th block weight training class.
Okay.
I think that core group of kids is gonna lead us in the spring, because they're with myself and they're with Coach Tree for probably the longest period of time. We got three workout groups. We go in the morning, we go in 4th block, and then we go after school. And that 4th block of kids, man, it's probably the most kids, about 28 guys in there.
Okay.
Almost 30 guys, and they do a really good job. Our morning crew does a good job too. Afternoon crew does a really good job too. But I think it's a lot of leadership in that 4th block class, and I'm looking forward to those guys. Looking forward to all of them going out and showing myself and the staff what they can do.
That's good, Coach. I'm gonna speak on some of the players that I know.
Okay.
Cause that junior class, I've been,
good
that
class.
junior class is a great class.
It's a good class. Yes, sir.
Cause so I've been doing with the Griffin Daily News for 2 years.
Yes,
so
sir.
I started when they started.
I got you.
So they have played a lot of football.
They have.
So I'm interested to see the leaps and steps they are going to take this year.
Absolutely.
Being vocal leaders.
Absolutely.
Cause they took some whipping, coach. I ain't gonna lie.
They come with it sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, young kids, man.
Yeah.
Young kids playing against a schedule that's really tough. Non-region tough.
Man.
Region tough. But what I can say about those kids, man, and this is what excites me about a coach, about coaching these men, is you watch them on film and you can't tell what the score is.
That's right.
Like you can't tell that they're losing or they're winning. They play the exact same. Those kids play hard, man. They do a really good job of working hard, of busting their butt. They're here every day. And watching tape, it was really encouraging to see some things that I can come in and my staff can come in and kind of implement and change. But that's one thing that the previous staff should be really proud of.
That's right, coach.
Of how hard they played throughout the ups and downs of the season, man. Those kids played their tail off.
Speak about it, coach. Yeah, that was, I know one of the Fed things, you can't really base everything on wins and losses.
Can't.
And just to see those guys get that effort every night with, hearing all the bad things about not winning games.
Encouraging, man.
Yeah,
encouraging.
That was definitely encouraging to see that.
Encouraging, coach. They did a great job, man. Did a great job. And then even too, speaking of wins and losses, man, I mean, they got they had a 3.4 team GPA.
Talk about it, coach.
Last year. These guys do a great job. They're just young.
They're young, man.
They were just young, and they had to get an opportunity to go play.
Yeah.
And I think now we're at that point now where we're able to see the leaps and bounds and the next step of it.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm definitely excited.
Yes, sir.
Man, let's dive into the community piece, man.
Yes, sir.
So, man, a funny story, man. So, I was at the gas station one day. The old head, he came. He was like, "Shiva, Griffin got it right. Griffin got it right." So I'm on mine. I'm like, man, what is he talking about? What is he talking about? Because Griffin got it right. And then when an old guy say something twice, that mean they serious in what they talking about. So I was like, oh, he talking about Bernard. He talking about Bernard. I said, yeah. They got it right. They got it right. So what does that mean, man? Just to have the support of the community, like supporting the decision of the administrative staff and hiring you.
It feels good. I mean, I can't say it doesn't. It feels good, but I want them to not only support me, but continue to support the G.
There you go, coach.
Support us. Support the kids. It's the kids more than it's anything else. I want the kids to be supported. Win, lose, or draw. Show up. Get some skin in the game. You know what I mean? And be able to provide support. And support for me is three things, man. It's finances, it's resources, it's time. So being able to give any of those three. You may not have the money to give, but you got resources. You got time. You may not have this or that, but you got something that you can give to the kids. Whoever's at the head of it it's my turn now.
That's right.
And it feels really good to be able to have that support, but I'm not gonna do everything that people like. You know what I mean? We're gonna do some things that you may like, we'll do something that you don't. You know what I mean? But outside of whatever you like, man, support the kids.
There you go, coach.
And be a part of their growth and their maturation, man. I think I know that we're gonna put a good product on the field. It's gonna be something that you're gonna be able to support and be proud of. But regardless of your feelings about me,
that's right.
Support those guys. So
you actually done a creative thing in the community when it comes to the spring football. How you involve in community, getting engagement up. So correct me if I'm wrong, but for everybody, it's an open practice for spring practice.
Open practice.
But for everybody to come, you asking everybody to donate Gatorade, water, or something similar to that nature to help support the
Either
program.
or, Gatorade, water, Propel, anything that we can use for the summer and for the season. And then also too, we want to give back as well too. I don't want it to be a all receive thing. We want to give as well. So when you come up, we'll drop a video on our social media platforms Monday or Tuesday of next week to show you kind of where you'll be able to drop your stuff off at, and kind of how the food trucks will be set up, DJ and be out there, all that good stuff. But we want to give back too. So for every water, Gatorade that someone donates, they'll receive a raffle ticket, and we're going to raffle off 2 season tickets as well.
Oh wow!
So they'll have they'll have a concession voucher. They better get all the home games free.
There you go.
We'll do a little priority parking for them as well too. So we want to give back as well too. You know what I mean? So we don't just want to take it be all just supporting us and nothing to be able to give back to the community.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I know I have privately thank you for the things you have been helping me, Robbie, and I at Parks and Recs.
Yes, sir.
I just want to publicly
I appreciate that, man. I came from that, man.
Yeah.
From that. My dad coached 19 years. He was my first coach.
Wow.
He coached 19 years in Park and Rec, man. A lot of kids came through.
Yeah.
The Chargers and the Bulldogs and the
There you
Red
go.
Raiders. You know, man, we had some teams, man. But I came up in that, man, and that was something we were proud of to play at Griffin. You know what I mean? To play. I mean, our park leagues were super competitive, man. I mean, the players that came through that is I mean, you can roll them off and name them.
Talk about the coach.
But the coaches too, you know what I mean? There's some really good coaches. My dad did it for 19 years, and so I'm a product of that, man. So anytime I can give back to that, I'm always more than
we appreciate
more than
you,
welcome.
man. We most definitely
more than
appreciate
willing.
you.
Excuse me. Yeah.
So man, let's talk about this RTG that's going around on social media, man. Tell us a little bit about RTG. What does it mean? Return of the G. Okay. So I took the O out because it didn't really fit. So I didn't want to go ROTG. So we just stayed with RTG. I took the O out of it. But when I was at Troy, man, I was with Coach Brown. I learned about branding, and I learned about what it means to brand your program. And RTG is not a shot, or it's not to take a stab at any other coach or program, but it's just to bring back the brand recognition that the G holds. Again, you're not gonna find many high schools in the state that you can walk in a gym and see all this tradition and all this history, and just being able to bring these kids to remembrance that we are Griffin, that we always have had good football players. We always have put out a really good product on the field, and to just be able to embody that. So our goals are our goals, but RTG is something that's forever going to be it's a mindset, more to speak. You know what I mean? It's something that the kids can always look back at and look to and say that we're always working towards that. It's a fluid type of deal. It's an evolving brand, but it's our brand, and it's what those kids believe in. We break it down. If you notice, we got some different signs coming in the building, and you know, we're gonna pride ourselves on that, man, and really doing a good job of embodying what Griffin High School was, and then being able to get there and surpass what it was. We want to make our own stand about what the G means, and also too, again, like I said, man, being able to involve community members. You know, get some skin in the game, man. Come out, come help us. You can't coach a team now, but you can come out. You can be a part of it. You can support. You can help, and to be able to bring all of that back. We need people in the stands, man. I remember going to watch at a bye week against at our best, and I came back and watched Stars Mill. I watched Griffin play Stars last year, and it was nobody at the game. I've never seen a Griffin High game like that. That's true, Coach.
Never seen it like that, and I never want to see it like that again. You know, we want to do everything we can, man, to make it attractive to people to come out and be able to watch us. And a lot of that is to us being able to look good on the field and playing well. But if you came to that game, you would have seen those kids play their butt off against a really good Stars team. You know, so that's what it is, man. It's a mindset more so than anything else. I wanna allow these kids to know, man, that they got an opportunity to rebrand what it means and what it is.
Create their own new legacy.
Absolutely. And still be able to involve what it was too.
There you go. Rich tradition.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, Coach, where do you see the program in the next 5 years, or where would you like it to be? Let me say that.
Man, I got I'm day to day, man. Sometime, and I had a coach ask me a little bit about earlier. We met as offensive staff earlier, but a defense coach came through. He said, "Coach, who gonna call the JV game?" I was like, man, I ain't thought about that yet. I don't know. I said we'll kind of cross that bridge when we get there. But in 5 years, man, I want us to be the best version of ourselves. This season, I want us to be the most improved team in our region.
There you go, Coach.
I want us to be the most improved team in our class and the most improved team in the state.
There you go, Coach.
And then being able to move that needle forward every year. So in 5 years, man, we're talking about, probably a new building. Hopefully we'll have some new facilities. And then we'll be, man, one of the top programs in the state of Georgia.
Okay, that's good, Coach. All right, so no, we can't have a podcast and no, we gotta talk about it, man. So you say you played your era. You pretty much is Spalding alumni, right?
Yes, sir.
Spalding alumni.
Yes, sir.
So Nick Davis, he's your mentor.
Yeah.
You and Coach Jackson, defense coordinator. That's your cousin.
It is. Yeah, it is.
You and Thomas Hoffman, y'all went to school together, played together.
Yeah.
Y'all did all that.
His dad coached me.
So you look, it's even deeper than that.
Yeah.
You and Ty, y'all coached in the All-Star game.
All-Star game together. Yeah, Ryan Singer. Yeah.
So you got good relationships. I'm gonna use that word.
Yeah,
good relationship with all those guys.
For sure.
Let's say you downtown Griffin, right? And y'all at the table, and they say the vote is 3-2. 3-2. You the last vote, and they say, Coach Goodrum, Griffin and Spalding play each other.
Put them on the schedule. Put them on the schedule, Coach. Put them on the schedule, Coach. Put them on the schedule.
You ready to line it up
line
today,
them up,
Coach?
Coach. Put them on the schedule, Coach. Put them on the schedule.
If the powers may be was willing to let you guys play today, you would want to play.
Absolutely.
That's awesome, Coach.
Absolutely, man. It's we're gonna actually we're not playing, but we're gonna scrimmage them in July. So we're gonna go over there. They got an OTA that they'll do in July. We'll be there for 2 days. So we're gonna have an opportunity to play against them and some more really good teams in the state.
That's good.
Looking forward to it, and hopefully too that shows the powers that be that the community can come together without it being anything violent, you know.
That's right.
And that's the biggest thing for us, man, is being able to show that healthy competition. Again, what I spoke about earlier on our own team. Griffin and Spalding being able to have a healthy competition as well too. That we can compete, you know, whenever we play each other, but we're gonna support each other whenever we're not playing. So that's the biggest thing for me, man. I think that's gonna help be able to get the game back going. And it's a great community event. That's one Friday or Saturday when know where everybody in Griffin gonna be at.
Well, that one spot to be.
It'll be at the stadium, man.
Yeah, it's like I know 2 years ago when we played the game, it was like cookouts.
I want all that back, man.
Yeah,
all that back, man. It was a great deal. I think like people had like class reunions.
Man.
And that's something that's good for the kids.
Right.
It's good for the community. It's good for everybody. But we got to be able to show that on the outside too, that we're ready for that as well. And again, I don't have a vote in that, and if we do play or not. If I'm asked, of course it'll be a yes. But I think that it will help by being able to show some type of unity between the two schools and the two communities.
Because most of these guys friends at the end of the day.
Coach, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
What I see.
Them jokers they are friends. They play together at some point.
Exactly.
AAU teams or park teams or whatever, man, they friends and they don't mind competing against each other. You know, and they want to do it. I was at Spalding for a track meet, and when I was leaving, it was about 5 or 6 guys that played for Spalding. And they spoke to me or whatever. They said, Coach, we are gonna line it up.
They want the smoke. They asking for it.
We line it up right now, put the ball down. And then when I told them we were coming in July, they were really excited.
Yeah.
And it wasn't
good competition.
Man, it wasn't any kind of like
talk about it.
Disrespect or they didn't come at me the wrong way or none of that. It was like, Coach, we just want to play.
We just want to play ball.
So hopefully we get it, man.
That would be so great. Not only for the kids, but the community as well.
Absolutely.
So, Coach, is it any pressure to win games for your first year?
Absolutely. And more probably more internally. Just being realistic, our team have been 1-9 the last 2 years. So again, we want to be the most improved team in our region, the most improved team in our class, and the most improved team in the state. However that looks. However that looks, however many wins or total that may be, we want to move the needle forward. But internally, it's definitely some pressure on myself.
Yeah,
I don't think the admin or they're not, telling me I gotta get it 6 or 5 or 7 or whatever.
Well,
they're not giving me a number that we gotta get to. They've been really supportive.
That's good.
For us and for the kids. And for me, man, like I said, I'm a competitor, and you go into every game wanting to win. So
absolutely,
it's more so of an internal need to win, more so than it would be like an external.
Oh, that's good. You control.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, last question, Coach.
Yep.
I know you talked about Coach Davis. What are some of the other peoples that have played a huge part in your journey to where you are now?
Man, so many people. So many people. I said this, I think, in an interview in the past, man. I said at the meet and greet, because a lot of people came to that, and a lot of people that have raised me and knew me from when I was a child to me being a man. And this is a combination of everybody that I've met and I've come across. This job and this position is more than just myself. I mean, obviously, man, God is amazing.
He's amazing.
And give me the opportunity to be able to do this. But also to surround me with all the people that I've come in contact with. I came in contact with some outstanding individuals. And if I say names, man, I'll miss somebody. And I'll be trying to text you and say, hey man, let's reshoot this, and man, let's try to edit this back in. So if you affected me in any way, if you poured into me in any way, that you are just as much a part of this as me.
That's
you know what I mean? So thank you to everybody who's ever helped me. Thank you to all my coaches that have coached me in the past, coaches I've been on the same staff with, people that have allowed me to come in the building and use some of their verbiage or coach me up on workouts or whatever it may be, man. I'm very appreciative. And again, this is just a combination of really everything.
That's awesome, Coach. Coach, I want to thank you for coming on the podcast today, man. Hopefully we can do plenty more. But I do want to give a special shout out to the man behind the lens, Mr. Jeremiah Coleman,
yes, sir.
Point Media. Thank you again for making this happen for us. We couldn't do it without you. Looking forward to a great season here at Griffin High.
Absolutely.
Make sure y'all come out to the spring practices. We'll definitely come out to the spring game. Definitely expecting the community to come in and get involved. We got some great things planned. RTG, we standing behind you, Bernard, and Griffin High.
Appreciate you.
So just looking forward to it. Any final words you got, Coach?
May 1st, come out. We're looking forward to seeing you guys. And again, we're gonna drop a video on our socials on like how you be able to give, where practice will actually be at. But I'm super excited, and we're gonna do everything we can to put a really good product on the field and continue to hold these guys accountable and make these guys really good men.
Awesome. Let's get it, man.
Let's do it. Appreciate you, brother.
RTG.
Yes, sir. RTG.
Why you
on the helmet right here? Yeah. Put it down the strike right there, dog. Put RTG right there, right? Yeah.